Here are the MBTI personalities and their biggest fears. Number 1. ISTJ. One of the main fears that an ISTJ may have is the fear of chaos or unpredictability. They value structure, order, and routine, and may be uncomfortable with situations that are unfamiliar or unpredictable. They may have a need to control their environment and may feel anxious or stressed when things are out of their control. Number 2. ISFJ. One of the main fears that an ISFJ may have is the fear of rejection or not being appreciated. They place a high value on harmony and cooperation, and often work hard to maintain positive relationships with those around them. They may fear criticism or disapproval from others and may be sensitive to feedback that they perceive as negative. Number 3. ESTJ. One of the main fears that an ESTJ may have is the fear of failure or not meeting expectations. They have a strong desire for success and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to perform well and achieve their goals. They may fear making mistakes or being perceived as incompetent by others. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. One of the main fears that an ESFJ may have is the fear of conflict or upsetting others. They value harmony and cooperation and may go to great lengths to avoid situations that could lead to conflict. They may have a strong need for approval and may be sensitive to criticism or negative feedback. Number 5. INFJ. One of the main fears that an INFJ may have is the fear of being misunderstood or not being able to connect with others. They may feel that their thoughts and feelings are complex and difficult to express, and may fear that others will not fully understand or appreciate their perspective. They may also have a strong desire for authenticity and may fear being forced to conform to social expectations or norms. INFJs may also fear being unable to live up to their own high standards and expectations. They may have a strong sense of responsibility and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to perform well and make a positive impact in the world. They may also fear being unable to help others or being seen as ineffective in their efforts to create positive change. Number 6. INFP. One of the main fears that an INFP may have is the fear of being misunderstood or not being able to express themselves fully. They may feel that their thoughts and feelings are complex and difficult to articulate, and may fear that others will not fully understand or appreciate their perspective. They may also fear being criticized or rejected for their unconventional ideas or ways of being. But INFPs may also fear being unable to live up to their own high ideals or standards. They may have a strong sense of responsibility to make a positive difference in the world and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to live up to this ideal. They may also fear being unable to make a meaningful impact or being seen as ineffective in their efforts to create positive change. Number 7. ENFJ. One of the main fears that an ENFJ may have is the fear of conflict or disapproval. They may have a strong desire for harmony and may feel uncomfortable with confrontations or disagreements. They may also fear being disliked or rejected by others and may go to great lengths to ensure that they are well liked and accepted. ENFJs may also fear being unable to meet the needs of others or being seen as ineffective in their efforts to help. They may have a strong desire to be of service and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to be there for others. They may also fear being unable to live up to their own high standards and may struggle with feelings of guilt or self-doubt when they fall short of their expectations. Number 8. ENFP. One of the main fears that an ENFP may have is the fear of missing out or being restricted. They may have a strong desire to experience as much as possible and may feel anxious or unsettled when they are unable to explore new opportunities or pursue their passions. They may also fear being tied down to a single path or lifestyle and may struggle with commitment or decision-making. Number 9. ISTP. One of the main fears that an ISTP may have is the fear of being constrained or restricted. They value their freedom and independence and may feel trapped or limited in situations where they are unable to express themselves or pursue their interests. They may have a desire to explore and experience new things and may be uncomfortable with routine or predictability. Number 10. ISFP. One of the main fears that an ISFP may have is the fear of being misunderstood or not being able to express themselves. They may feel as though their inner world is complex and difficult to put into words, and may fear that others will not understand or appreciate their perspective. They may have a strong need for authenticity and may fear being inauthentic or not true to themselves. Number 11. ESTP. One of the main fears that an ESTP may have is the fear of missing out or not living life to the fullest. They have a strong desire for adventure and may fear being stuck in a routine or missing out on new experiences. They may have a tendency to live in the moment and may not always consider the long-term consequences of their actions. Number 12. ESFP. One of the main fears that an ESFP may have is the fear of being alone or isolated. They value social connections and may feel anxious or uncomfortable in situations where they do not have the support and companionship of others. They may have a strong need for validation and attention from others and may fear being ignored or forgotten. Number 13. INTJ. One of the main fears that an INTJ may have is the fear of being wrong or making a mistake. They have a strong desire for accuracy and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to perform well and meet high standards. They may fear being perceived as incompetent or making decisions that lead to negative outcomes. INTJs may also fear being unable to achieve their goals or actualize their vision. They may have a strong sense of purpose and may fear being unable to make progress or accomplish their objectives. They may also fear being dependent on others or being unable to maintain their independence and autonomy. Number 14. INTP. One of the main fears that an INTP may have is the fear of being misunderstood or not being able to express themselves. They may feel that their thoughts and ideas are complex and difficult to articulate, and may fear that others will not fully understand or appreciate their perspective. They may also have a strong desire for privacy and may fear being vulnerable or exposed. INTPs may also fear being forced into a rigid or overly structured environment. They value their independence and autonomy and may become restless or uncomfortable in situations where they are unable to exercise their creativity or explore new ideas. They may also fear being criticized or judged for their ideas or unconventional ways of thinking. Number 15. ENTJ. One of the main fears that an ENTJ may have is the fear of failure or not achieving their goals. They have a strong desire for success and may put a lot of pressure on themselves to perform well and meet high standards. They may fear making mistakes or being perceived as incompetent by others. Number 16. ENTP. One of the main fears that an ENTP may have is the fear of being constrained or limited. They have a strong desire for freedom and may feel trapped or stifled in situations where they are unable to express themselves or pursue their interests. They may fear being boxed in or forced to conform to traditional or conventional ways of thinking. ENTPs may also fear boredom or routine. They value novelty and excitement and may become easily bored with repetitive or mundane tasks. These videos will be really helpful for you.